All right, there's that. And go into OBS now.
Yeah.
Okay. And do what?
Click
Transition?
transition. Yeah. There
Okay.
you go. That's it.
So are we live?
Yeah, you should be.
All right.
I'll check it, Jeff.
All right.
You are.
Okay, cool. All right, bye, buddy. See you, man. Thank you.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Thank you.
So what's up, fellas? I'm Jeff, and this is Flight Club. And actually, Dustin was just on the other line. He is at the hospital with his beautiful wife and his new baby boy. In case you guys have not heard, Ashley gave birth to a beautiful baby boy last night. August William Holloman is the name. And he's a Leo like me, so that's cool. I actually got a head full of hair too, man. I got good hair. Ashley's doing great. And Dustin and Tara were actually just getting everything set up for me with the OBS and YouTube and all that kind of good stuff because Dustin does all this, guys. So I'm just kind of winging it here, as they say. So thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for working with me tonight. I appreciate the company. Like I said, I miss Dustin being here, but I understand. And congratulations to you and Ashley. And they have a beautiful, beautiful baby boy. And so, yeah, Abby's got a new playmate when they get home. She might want to stay at the hospital. No, really. But, yeah, so I'm happy for you, man. Thank you again for helping Tara get all this stuff done. And thanks to Tara for working all this out and getting with Dustin because this is not my thing, guys. That all being said, I'm glad to be here tonight and glad to be hanging out with all you guys. We'll do a little bit of a roll call. We've got Mr. George Watts. We've got L.A. Jeff, as I call him. We've got Mr. Kenny, Hangar 51. We've got Pilot Jerry, GB Lennon. What's up, GB? How you doing, buddy? Jerry Kirby, how are you? Got Mom in here. How are you, Mom? EQRC, Craig Bevan. Let's see, who else? We got Mickey, BRC, Sir Mickey of House BRC. What is up, buddy? Glad you're doing good. Jermaine Spencer, Mike SSI. Guys, Craig Bevan, Wild Bill. Wow, the list just goes on, man. I thank all you guys for being here tonight and hanging out with me. Hopefully we'll have some fun. In case you guys haven't noticed, and I've told you in the past few episodes that we've had, you see what I've been working on for a good friend of mine, guys, and it's turning out really, really nicely. Got just a couple more little things to do. Very happy with it so far. I'll see if I can't grab it and just kind of show you what we got going on here. Bringing it a little closer. And yes, in case you guys are wondering, Dustin is tuned in at the hospital. He is in the chat probably somewhere. So definitely send him the love and emojis and the congratulations, guys, the thumbs up. And let him know that you're happy for him and proud for him. So, but just thought I'd show you guys. This is the bottom of the plane. And as you notice, we're missing one retract because the retracts on this plane started acting a little quirky. So I told my friend that I'm doing this plane for, I said, look, man, if we're going to do this plane, let's go ahead and do it right. Let's go ahead and put new gear in it. Since we did the mod on it with the Just Plain Crazy, Brendan McCormick's mod that we've seen on YouTube and other places, I said, let's go ahead and put new gear in it. They're not that expensive, so they're on the way from A-Main Hobbies. And other than that, guys, once we get the gear in it, hope you guys can get a really good idea of the finish on this plane and the reflection in it. It turned out really, really nicely. I'm very proud of it. Considering this plane was wrecked up pretty bad, guys. It was crashed. This wing over here was broken in half. Wingtip was broken off. Had a big notch taken out. I had to put foam back in, rebuild, sand, block it down. So I've had to do a lot of work to this plane to get it looking good, take all the old decals off. This is the 70 millimeter E-Flite Viper, guys, from Horizon Hobby. And put a new pilot in. We only had one. We put two. So yeah, the wife did all of the decals for this airplane, guys. And somebody actually put on Facebook today and said, does anybody know where to get this scheme? Well, my wife makes these as well. So she did a phenomenal job of these. They're very scaled and look very nice. So special thanks to Tara, my wife, for getting all these done. And I hope you guys like it. Hopefully we will be getting this plane remade very soon. And my friend will get it back in there as soon as we get the gear put on it, get it back up. Everything should fly good. We're going to re-CG it, of course, due to the fact that, you know, we've put paint on it, things like that. But yeah, I'm really proud of it. I think he saw it Saturday. He came over and he was very impressed by it. So hopefully it'll fly well. As we all know, you guys, the Viper is a great flying plane. Hence the reason that they've come out with the 90 millimeter. So, hey guys, you can always change schemes. You can paint the things however you like, make it your own. But yeah, I'm very proud of the way that one has turned out and the decals that my wife did for it. Can't wait to see it up in the air. It's kind of like one of my children. You know, you get it all done up, put back together, looking good, and you hand it over to somebody and go, okay, made it, you know, because it's yours now. So looking forward to that. Thank you, George. I appreciate that. And like I said, all you guys, thanks for the shout-outs and congratulations to Dustin. I miss him being here tonight. But, hey, what a great day. Got a beautiful, beautiful baby boy. And so thanks all you guys for showing the love. What's up, BD Tennessee? Hope you're doing well, man. And Dustin only passes out my wrenches, man. I'd give you a wrench if I knew how. I don't do that kind of stuff. He does. And I don't want to be clicking around on nothing because I'm scared if I do, I might mess up something because he's got me going. What's up, Doc? How you doing, buddy? Good to see you tonight, man. So, yeah, I've been noticing a lot of guys talking about the Sirius. Dave Marshall was talking about it last night. You know, it's funny how we go from week to week from an F-16 one week to a Sirius, seriously, the next week. That's the beauty of this hobby, guys. There's so many cool things coming out. Victor Shamulus has actually got something, I believe, if it's on Victor's time, it should be coming out tonight after the Flight Club. And it is a 105 or 110 millimeter Goshawk. Victor, I want some stats, man. I want to know what's going on with that. I love a Goshawk. Mine's hanging right here, guys. That's the free wing that I have. So I definitely want to know what's going on with that. Can't wait to see it. And if it is tonight, guys, in Victor's time, he is on the West Coast in California. So that being the case, he put it up that it was coming on at 7 o'clock tonight, and he didn't say, you know, Pacific or whatever. So I'm guessing if it's coming on at 7 o'clock his time, it should be 10 o'clock our time. Excuse me. So that would be basically right after we go off, unless I go off a little sooner, and I may, since I don't have my wingman here tonight. Yeah, Victor, that looks like it's going to be a beautiful plane. A lot of guys are saying that it already comes in the turbine version, but other guys are wanting it in the EDF version, so that would be more like myself. I'd love to see it in the EDF and just see what Victor and some of these other guys are putting in it. Hamilton, if you're watching or you're here, buddy, you just crashed the plane, man. There's your new button to press, man. Click, done. What the hell, right? Like I told you in the comment of your video, man, just click that button, buy something, you know? You might as well, man. Thanks, GB. I'm telling you, man, it's just it's different because when you're used to having somebody to converse with and somebody to kind of go off of, it makes it different when they're not here, man. So the dynamic is off. What's up, Mr. Dennis Farley, man? There you go, buddy. There's a real thing for you there, buddy. Hope you're doing well, David Snyder. 6SRC, how are you? Thank you guys all for being here. LJ Hobby Life, Jackson RC Aviation. How are you, man? Good to see you tonight, buddy. So, guys, I noticed Jackson and a few others of you are flying the F-16, the new 80mm E-Flight. Looks like an incredible airplane. I know the scale fidelity of it looks very nice. Again, it is an E-Flight. E-Flight's putting out some really nice stuff lately. They seem to be knocking it out of the park. I really, again, I say it, we all say it, and we all know it, it's not, it's like the elephant in the room, but it's like, come on, Motion, where you at, man? I love you guys, and, I want to see you come out with something. I mean, let's do something, guys. Show us a prop plane, show us a jet. I mean, at this point, we just want to make sure you guys are still here and kicking. I mean, I know James is doing stuff on Fridays, and I know that, he's doing the Tuesday things where it's, little ideas and tidbits and things like that. But come on, guys, we need some airplanes, man. Now, y'all are a great company, and I want to see some good stuff from you. Also, my buddy, Mr. Brendan McCormick at Just Plain Crazy. If you guys have not checked out his channel and subscribed to his channel, well, then you're just plain crazy. Brendan has come out with some great stuff, especially the AL-37 airliner that he just did for a friend with the Jurassic Park scheme. What an incredible paint job, Brendan. You're just killing it, man. It's a good thing we don't live near each other, man, because we'd be hanging out all the time, painting everything we got. Also, guys, Brendan just released a video about how to paint your foam planes without peeling the paint. And guys, this is a revelation for us in this industry. I mean, what an awesome thing to know that we can paint foam and not peel paint, right? I mean, so if you haven't seen the video, let me just give you a little bit of a quick scenario, but definitely go check it out at Just Plain Crazy. What he is doing is anything that you want to paint and you don't want to peel paint with masking tape or what have you, he is using talcum powder. Just regular Equate from Walmart talcum powder. Put a little bit on a paper plate. You rub you a paper towel such as this in the talcum powder, and you rub the area all over that you want to paint, and you want to put tape on. Now, some guys are saying, well, okay, you put talcum powder, but does that make the paint look grainy? Does it? No, guys, it does not. I've tried it. The paint, basically the powder absorbs the paint, or vice versa, so the powder disappears, because you're not having a ton, you're just putting a film of it. And then you paint your foam, and when you peel your, of course, low-tack tape, like we all use, off of the foam, you actually have a crisper line because the paint does not tend to bleed under the tape because the powder absorbs the paint. And there's no peelage of paint by the tape, guys. So this is like going to totally revolutionize the foam painting business, guys. I'm telling you, I wish I'd have had that technique when I did this plane a couple of weeks ago. Brendan, just home run, man. I don't know where you found this, but awesome job, man. I'm very, very excited about going and doing a scheme, especially when I do my AL-37. I just think that's an awesome idea. So if any of you guys have not seen his video on how to use powder to keep your paint from peeling with tape on your planes, by all means, check it out. Not right now, of course, but and if somebody's got a link to it, I wish Brendan was in here because I'd love to see him drop a link for that video in here. But if any of you guys can drop a link in here to that video, please do, because it's awesome, guys. And Again, it will change how you paint airplanes and not worry about peeling paint. So thanks, Brendan. Appreciate that at Just Plain Crazy. Also, Mr. Mickey BRC put out an incredible video this past weekend, I believe, or a few days ago, with a friend of his flying the T-45 Goshawk that he had converted over to a turbine. Mickey, excellent video, man. I love your wit. I love your style. I love your sarcasm. You're just great at what you're doing, guys. So if you have not checked out Mickey BRC's channel, please do yourself a favor. Check him out. Subscribe. Get his numbers up, guys, because he's putting out really great quality stuff. Like I say, you'll love his wit. I love the endings of his videos. They're just kind of funny the way he ends on things. But great job, Mickey, and keep up the great work. And that was a beautiful Goshawk. Again, as I said in the comment, I love mine. I fly it on 8S on grass. We were actually talking the other day with someone. Who was it we were talking with? Oh, I know who it was. It was Bobby, the RC Informer. If you guys haven't checked him out, also check him out and Jeff NC84. That they do a show together as well on what is it? Thursday nights? Yeah, Thursday nights about 9:30. But they were talking about Bobby wanting a T-45. And Bobby has a beautiful grass strip as well. I'm sure if you guys have seen his video, he flies off the grass as well. And Bobby was talking on his show about getting the T-45 and whether or not he should go with 6S or 8S. And Bobby, let me just say, buddy, if you watch this later or if you're working on something and you're listening now, I had the 6S upgraded, version. It was still weak on grass, and you know how nice our field is, and I think yours is probably as nice as ours. It just did not want to rotate. Now, that being said, I'm going to give the plane its fairness. The day I tried to fly mine, it was super humid, super hot, so we all know what that means, that the density altitude was very, very high, probably close to 3,000. So, was that the problem? I don't know. But that being said, it was a pig. So after I took it home in a 5-gallon bucket that day because I figured I was going to snatch it off the ground one way or the other, I did. I flew it for one circuit, and for some reason it just went in and it went into a million pieces. But I love the plane so much that I just could not have another one. So came home, ordered another one, and I ordered it with the 8S setup, the high performance 8S, and let me tell you, I never looked back. It is an amazing airplane. It flies great off grass. It rotates well. Dustin has seen me fly this plane at our field. It flies like it's on rails. I have the Spectrum 9-channel receiver with the gyro AS3X. I use everything on the plane. I use the slats for landing. I use everything on it. Air brakes, hit or miss, but I do love the slats with full flaps for landing. It really, really gives that plane a nice attitude for coming in for the landing on the mains. And that is a plane that you definitely need to land on the mains and somewhat softly, because if you don't, you will push the retracts through the upper part of the wing eventually, or cause cracks in the upper part of the wing. So, that being said, you may want to reinforce that with some fiberglass on top of the wing before you ever fly it. Take the retracts out, go inside, put in some reinforcement, whatever works for you. But if you're not sure if you can land this plane softly, guys, you're definitely you're gonna look into that situation and do something about reinforcing the inside of the retract area for the top of the wing, because it will eventually push through. So again, I digress. I'm rolling on. I love the T-45. So yeah, Victor, I can't wait to see what you got coming, man. And again, if you are in here, and I know I saw you, yes, you are in here. If your premiere comes on tonight of your T-45 at 7 at your time on the West Coast, drop a link. I'd love to see it. I'm sure a lot of other guys in here would love to see it because, guys, I believe it's going to either be a 105 or 110 millimeter from Banana Hobby, and it's going to be a beautiful Goshawk. So drop your link, Victor, and let everybody know what time it's coming on, because if it is 7 our time on the East Coast, it'll be 10 on our time, and it'll be 7 on your time. So, yeah, you know what I mean. But anyway, what's up, Mr. Reckham Roy? How are you, man? And guys, Jared Kirby told me today and sent me some beautiful pictures. There's a big B-17 coming from Seagull Models. And Jared, I sent that to Dustin. And just like I knew, man, he loved it, because that's right up Dustin's alley. He loves the B-17. So, yeah, that's going to be a beautiful airplane, man. I can't wait to hear more about it. Keep me posted on that, Jared, and keep me up to date. Oh, okay, dag, Victor, I missed it, man. Well, man, shoot, I was working anyway, so if it was at 4 my time, I was working. I didn't get home till almost 7 o'clock. But if the video is up, I will definitely watch it after tonight, and I'll let you know it. So thank you. So yeah, so it was at 7 o'clock my time. So yeah, I just gotten home and I was eating dinner and trying to get all this mess figured out with Tara and Dustin. So yeah, guys, so check that out. And as you guys know, I did not get to fly the T-28 yet. I went out and fly some yesterday. I did get some flying done of a certain project I had to get done. Can't say yet, but you'll know soon enough. And I wanted to fly the T-28. The winds changed. They were coming directly across at my back at probably about 12 to 15. I didn't like the feel of it, so I packed up and I went home. But I'm hoping to get the T-28 flying. I won't say remade, because we all know that plane's going to fly great, but it's the retracts. I just hope they work right and work properly. I also wanted to fly my P-51 again that I put the X-Wave retracts in from Motion RC. And those are back in stock, guys, by the way. At least they were the other day. So, guys, I'm telling you, these retracts right here from Motion RC, X-Waves, all aluminum housing on these, not plastic, aluminum. The schematics are on the website for Motion for these retracts. They are awesome, awesome retracts. I'm very impressed by them. They're doing great in my Hangar 9 P-51, and I'm hoping they're going to do just as well in my Carbon T-28. We'll see very soon. Let's see. What else we got going on here? Let's see. All right, so Raven Rock's heading out, guys. Thanks for everything, Dustin. Tell Ashley we said good night. Glad the baby's doing good, man. Proud of you, bud. Thank you again for everything, and just get that wife taken care of, man, and y'all have fun with that baby. And if you guys haven't hit that like button, do it. I will say that now. We got 9 likes, and we got 36 people in here. Somebody ain't hitting that damn button. So on 3, hit the like. That's a thumbs up. 1, 2, 2.5, 2 and 3. 3. Hit the thumbs up. There you go. Okay, you got it. So good. Thank you. Appreciate it, guys. Let me see if they go. Let me see if they've gone up. But no. So okay, guys. So we're seeing some good F-16 videos, and again, the Sirius. Dave Marshall had a good video on that one last night. I watched right much of that live last night. Dave, if you're in here anywhere, you're lurking or watching. My question is, though, I noticed at one point when you were showing the plane and you zoomed really, really close in where we could almost count your chin here, I noticed the nose on that plane was broken off. What happened? I'm just curious, man. What happened? Because you didn't say nothing about that, or at least I didn't catch that. So I noticed the nose was cracked all the way around it. I mean, did you bump into something? Did you have an ugly landing? Because the repair looked great. I just saw the crack. I'm like, what did he do? But yeah, Dennis, thank you, man. I knew I could count on you, buddy. Appreciate that. Hey, what's up, Nate? Deuces, what's up, buddy? How are you, man? Yeah, Nate. I mean, it's a nice looking jet. I mean, it ain't really doing it for me scheme wise, and more of a sport jet. I mean, it's okay, I guess. And like Dave said, giving it all fairness, it might look better in person than it did on camera. I don't know, just not my flavor. Kenny said it wasn't a crash. Okay, Kenny, do tell. Was he getting a cheeseburger and stepped on the end of it? So yeah, yeah, he does unspeakable things with his nose cone. Okay, well, I don't even want to know all that. But no, seriously, I mean, like I said, I'm sure it's a great jet. It just doesn't do it for me. If I was going to be buying something, I mean, I'd rather buy the Goshawk like Victor's coming up with, or I'd rather buy, say, the HSD F86, or I'd really rather have the Camo L39 from Motion RC, the high performance, if they'd ever get it back in stock. Hint, hint. You know, so yeah, I don't know. It just, I appreciate it. Like I said, I appreciate the Draco. I appreciate the scale, fidelity, and the looks, and all, but it just didn't do it for me. And I know a lot of you guys love that, so don't hate me for my opinion. I'm entitled to that. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Didn't really move me for the scheme and everything. And then again, it didn't look that big to me. So, I don't know. But that's just me. Yeah, Dennis says, I'm not really a jet guy, but I like the colors. Yeah, I mean, the red, white, and blue scheme is cool. I mean, like I said, it reminded me of something. It reminded me of Avanti, a Futura, Havoc, a Stinger 90. I mean, it kind of had all those airframe kind of similarities to me of things that we've already seen. I won't say a Viper because it didn't really look like a Viper, I don't think. So, you know, like I say, just my opinion, and I mean, I take nothing from the jet. It's probably a great flying jet. It should be. Airframe of it should be great. I love my Stinger 90. You know, I love what sport jets I do have. I love them. They fly great, but I'd rather fly military scale jets every day than sport jets. That's why I painted my Stinger 90 to look just like a Goshawk. Go figure. What's up, Brandon? I was just talking big time about you, man. Telling everybody to check out your videos on the talcum powder, excellent video, and on the Jurassic Park AL-37. I can't wait to see part 2 on that one, man. So I'll be glad when that one comes out. That's going to be really good. I'm loving what you're doing on that, man. And like I told the guys in here, it's a good thing we don't live close together because, my God, we'd be working on things and painting everything we got. Yeah, good stuff coming, man. And the powder trick, it's revolutionized the whole foam painting industry, guys. I don't know where you got this from, Brandon, if you came up with it or who did, but incredible idea, man. And I cannot wait. I wish I'd had it when I did this plane here a couple of weeks ago because I had to do some extensive taping for the silver and stuff on this one. But, yeah, I'm very impressed by that. So, good one, man. I can't wait to use that one. That's a real good one. Putting that one in the arsenal, you know. So, like I told the guys in here a while ago, I said, if they haven't seen that video, it's just plain crazy, man. You got to see it. So, good work. Good things coming from that channel, guys. So, I saw somebody else on Facebook. They were asking the question, does this look right to you guys? And it was an E-flite F-16, and he had 2 arrows pointing at it. And it was like, okay, so what are you pointing at? And several guys commented, you know, what are you pointing at? And he said, well, the camo isn't lining up. And other guys commented and said, well, that's camo for you. It's not supposed to be symmetrical. And I'm thinking the same thing. What did I miss? Because I was looking for, I guess, what you guys were looking for, and I didn't see anything really other than camo that isn't symmetrical, and it's not supposed to be. Just like on the F-16 hanging right here with the Arctic Aggressor, there's nowhere symmetrical on that. Camo normally doesn't. I don't know. It's normally not symmetrical to a certain degree. I mean, yes, if it comes around somewhere, the lines can continue on, but I guess it depends on what's in between the line, and the canopy was in between this. So, yeah, what do you say, BD Tennessee said, oh my God, I was just reading the 4 through 5 different posts again. Yeah, BD, I mean, like you said, I didn't quite get it either, man. I mean, I think that's a beautiful airplane, that E-Flight's come out with. So, the guy was asking, is it just me? Well, yeah, I mean, I'm voting for it being just you because I think it's an awesome airplane. I haven't seen one in person, and I couldn't really tell from the picture at what we were pointing at, but what I saw was the camo didn't come across and line up at the canopy like I guess he thought it should, and well, that's camo. I mean, isn't it? What's up, Ryan? Yeah, I that's what I'm saying, man. I mean, I don't know. That's what I thought. I've got the MiG-17. I've got the F-15. I've got the F-16. None of the camo really. The lines are always kind of off canter, especially if you go around certain things, wings or fuselages or canopies or noses or different things on the plane. Let's see what Brendan said. Some guys just tried with the blue tape on the foamy and it turned out perfect. Yeah, I'm telling you, Brendan, that's an excellent video, man. Very impressed by it. Can't wait to use it. And again, guys, this L39, Brendan, I did your gear mod on this one for my friend. Matter of fact, this is one of them right here that we put on there. It's one of the mains, and actually this one is off because we are doing new servos for the gear as well. Went ahead and decided, hey, I put a lot of time in this plane, painting it for him. My wife did the decals, so we're going to go ahead and put new servos for the landing gear. They're not expensive, so we're going to go ahead and do that as well. That way, pretty much everything's good to go, and we'll get a maiden done real soon on it. And he's ready to get it back, and I'm ready for him to have it back. I'm tired of it sitting around and being in my way every time I'm trying to work on something else. So, paint job's done. Wife did a great job on the decals. I'm very happy with them. That's one thing I can honestly say. A lot of my stuff she does for me, and thank God, I have her and I don't have to go to Cali. And even though Cali's incredible, don't get me wrong, I've got wifey. Wifey graphics is great. Yeah, Brandon, that's it, man. Hopefully we'll have a maiden coming up soon. It's hard to tell here with the lighting, but it's very, I don't know if I can turn this much, but it's very, very shiny, almost like patent leather. It's almost like glass. I actually painted it with clear, sanded it with 1000 a couple of times, hit it with a lacquer, a very high gloss lacquer, and it's almost like patent leather. So one thing I told him, I said, dude, you cannot leave this plane in the sun at all. Hopefully he'll fly it and put it right back in the shade. I think he will. He's pretty good about stuff like that, and he'll take care of it, I'm sure. But yeah, I love this gear mod, Brandon. It was very easy, and we're gonna get those put back on as soon as the new Retrax servos get here. Looking forward to that. We had to get those at A-Main Hobbies, guys. Nobody else had them. I was shocked. I looked at Horizon, I looked at Tower, I looked at Hobby Zone, and A-Main was the only place I found them. So I went ahead and ordered them. They were like $14 a piece. Yeah, Jared, she does sell graphics. Depends on what it is and what you want. Like I said, we've done several guys' planes on here and gotten them out for them. She also does the stencils for FAA numbers, things like that. My F-16, which you can't see it back here above the ventral fins, but it has my FAA numbers stenciled on with an airbrush, and they look like call letters. They look really good. Cool thing about a stencil for that is that you can do them any color you want and use your stencil over and over for your FAA numbers if you're going to be flying at an AMA certified field and you're going to put them on your plane. So, yeah. So, but yeah, if you there's something you might want or you need, let me know. Shoot me a picture and we'll see what we can do. And I'll be upfront and honest with you as far as what we can and cannot do. There are certain machines we don't have that are very expensive, and that's why Callie's doing what she's doing. But if it is something we can make, we will. And as you can see by this L39, she does fantastic, and she is all about scale. She gets things very scale when she does it. I had nothing but a picture to reference for this plane to go by, and I took measurements and kind of looked at it, and she did everything herself, and again did a fantastic job. In case any of you guys didn't see it, I'll show it to you up close again, and that way you can see it. Hopefully I don't knock it off. This way you can see it from the bottom as well too. Let me turn it this way. This is, like I said, this is the scheme we decided to go with. And as you can tell, you can see the light glaring off of this. It's really shiny. One gear is on the table right here. It's laying here on the table because, like I said, I took it off because we are going to put in new retracts on this thing, or new servos, and put the gear back on it. So, but that is the underside, and then this is the top side. As you can see, the shininess on this. It turned out really, really nicely. As I said, almost like a patent leather. Now, that being said, this plane was broken, the swing over here, the whole tip of it. Let's see if I can get it. This was all broken off from my middle finger outward. There was a big chunk taken out of the whole wing right here that I had to replace with foam, rebuild, and resand to get it smooth like it is. And as you can see, it's gone. You can't even tell the leading edge where it was messed up. Also on this airplane, I cut the nose off of this plane from behind, from in front of the intakes all the way around, and pulled the whole nose off of this plane because it was all busted up. I went in here and I put skewers for reinforcement all the way back around and slid back in, and you can't even, there's no line, there's nothing. Also, on this side of the canopy over here, there was a slight gap in here where the canopy meets the fuse. So I actually cut new foam and built that up slightly, sanded it back down smooth. You can't even tell where it is, and now there's no gap where the canopy fits onto the fuselage. It's perfect. And also installed a second pilot, and then, like I said, the wife did the decal. So I'm super happy with the finish on this plane, guys. For a shiny airplane, and if you guys have ever done anything shiny, you know how it is. It's got to be right, or it's going to look boogered up. Very impressed with this and how it came out. So, yeah, cannot wait to see this plane in the air. My friend this is his airplane. He is a certified flight instructor. He also flies private jets for individuals, so he's a great pilot. This was a situation that he lost orientation due to sun getting in his eyes, and it went down on him quickly, and so he was probably going to ditch it. And I said, man, don't ditch it. I can fix it. So that goes to show you guys, anything can be fixed. All the electronics in this plane work great, except for the retracts, just acting a little glitchy. We're going to fix those. Other than that, it's phenomenal, and it's a Viper, so it flies great. So that being said, hopefully that video will be coming soon as well. We got a lot of things going on here. Like I said, I had some stuff I had to get done yesterday. Got that done. That's coming. and I think you guys will be happy to see that as well. So I just wish we could get some better weather on the days I can fly. It's either windy or raining. We had a lot of rain here last night. We had a pretty severe thunderstorm here last night, as a matter of fact. So, yes, yeah, Kenny, it's an E-Flight Viper 70 millimeter, and it was boogered up and crashed pretty good, and so I rebuilt it for my friend who was going to throw it away, and I was like, So, yeah. You have a T-33. Yeah, hey, Kenny, I'll fix it for you. I'd love to, man. That's why I say it's a good thing I don't live closer to a lot of you guys, because, man, good as I love doing this stuff, man, we'd have a ball. Let's see. Hey, I appreciate it, Gus. I try, man. I love doing it. I love helping people and getting things put back together. That's part of the hobby, man. If you're going to do this, you're going to crash. If you don't crash, something's wrong. Or either you're just a really, really good or lucky pilot. I don't know which. We all have our days. We have bad landings. We have hard landings. We have unforeseen electrical issues. And that being said, it's one of those things where if you're going to do this hobby, you've got to learn at some point to customize, rebuild, paint, model, replace foam, sand, spackle. If not, your fleet's going to deplete and you're going to have nothing. We got a lot of money invested in these planes, and one thing, small thing, can take that plane out of commission, and then it's just sitting there. And I don't know about you guys, but when I've got a favorite plane, I don't want it to sit around and because of a retract or a broken aileron or rudder or something, and not be flown, especially when I can fix it. So if any of you guys in here are new, and I don't think any of you guys are, but maybe there are some. If you're new to this hobby and you're getting into it, the first thing you need to do is you need to learn when you break something, you need to try to fix it. Go on YouTube. There are a ton of guys that, show you how to do things, walk you through it, help you with a repair, and just, want to help and tell you how to get it done. And there's no feeling like taking an airplane that you think it's doomed. You think, well, I've crashed it. I can't fly it again. Take it home, put it down for a while, walk away from it, because at first you're disgusted, you're upset, especially if it was dumb thumbs or you just did something stupid. Walk away from it, give yourself some time, but keep walking by it and looking at it. And I assure you, eventually, if you watch some videos, you will definitely get it fixed. And once you do, there's no feeling like it. And Roy, if you're asking me, how do I like the E-Flight P-51? I do not have that actual plane. A friend of mine has that, and he loves it. It's beautiful in person, I can tell you that. Like I said, I love a P-51. Now, I have the Hangar 9, the one that you saw, Roy, that I offered to sell you, that I won't sell now because I have new retracts in it. It flies incredibly well, man. That's the Hangar 9 40 size balsa, and it is an incredible airplane, man. And yeah, guys, if you haven't ever seen the surgery done by Pilot Ryan on the Corsair, that he had a mishap with, we'll call it, on takeoff, definitely watch it, because he'll teach you a lot of things, especially as far as putting it back together, spackling, painting, because, guys, that plane was pretty tore up. And he put it back together, and it looked really great, and he flew it. And that's part of the accomplishment. When you take an airplane that is messed up pretty bad, and you take your time, and you put it back, and you learn how to do it, it's an accomplishment when you do fly that plane again, and you see it fly. It's just like, not only does it make you feel accomplished, but it shows you what you can do if you really put your mind to it. And granted, there are some planes that, like I said, I've carried planes home in a damn 1 gallon ice cream bucket. Yeah, those we know we can't fix. But if there's something like this one that the nose was just about broken off from in front of the intakes forward, wing was, had a big gouge in it, aileron was hanging off, try to fix it. What else you got to do, man? I mean, and if you don't fix it, you learn something. You learn that what you're going to do on the next one. But at least try, because it's a good project to work on, and that's the only way you're going to learn. So, and yeah, George, I'm like you, man. I love flying, but I love setting up planes and programming radios and stuff like that. And I'm attention to details, man. I'm a neat freak. I love my wiring and everything to be perfect. I don't like to see a rat's nest in an airplane. That's a huge pet peeve. And so, that's all part of the process is not just taking one out of a box and putting a few screws in it. And some guys, that's all they want to do. I get that. But in my case, I want to take it out of the box. I want to put the decals on perfectly. I want to run all the wires perfectly. I want to get my receiver, if it doesn't have it, sitting in the perfect spot. And maybe do a little painting on it. Whatever I need to do. I just want it to be right, man. DQ. He says, King Rat, which we all know who that is. Why did E-Flight go with the 90 millimeter and not their trademark 80 millimeter? Just wondering. Any words there, Ryan? Why did E-Flight go with a 90 millimeter and not the trademark 80 millimeter for the Viper? Jared Kirby, I'm the same way, Jeff. I like my wires perfect and orderly. Yes, sir, man. That's what I'm talking about, buddy. I want everything neat and clean. That way, if you do have a problem, guys, it's easier to locate and pinpoint a problem. You're not guessing and fumbling and going, well, damn, what is this and what is that? Everything is neat. Pilot Ryan said, to kick the Avanti's ass, I suppose. Okay. That's good. And I will say, the Viper, if it flies as good as this one, considering it's the 70, it's going to be a great plane. That's why my friend wanted to rebuild this plane, because he knows it is a great flying jet. And that 90... being bigger, it's got to be even better flying. And everything I've seen on the builds and the videos and everything of it, it does look really nice. The only thing on this one that I've seen that we had to do, the aileron up top on this wing right here totally came off. So we went in and we put in mechanical hinges and fixed that. That's the only thing I wish they'd done on this plane, was put mechanical hinges all the way around rather than foam hinges. But again, it is a 70, so we cut corners, we do what we do. The gear are a little cheesier, hence the reason we do upgraded gear. So it's a price point thing as well. EQ says, good answer. Survey says. George Watt said, I spent all day yesterday pulling the turbine out of my new yak and installing the FOD screen on the turbine. I had to trim the air intakes a little to make the turbine fit back in with the screen. Yep, I mean, that's what you got to do, man. And I'm sure that 90 is in a class all by itself, man, because, again, it is an E-Flight. Again, it is a 90 millimeter. Again, it is a Viper. Great airframe. So yeah, I mean, that would be one that I would definitely say to any guys that, want a nice flying jet. That would probably be one, if you're looking at a 90, that I would say, hey, if you're to that skill level at this point, I'd say jump on it, because it would probably be a lot of fun. I personally would like to see that jet in a different scheme, such as the 70 that I've done here. I think it would look really nice. in a different scheme. Or what would be really cool if E-flite is listening would be to sell that jet in nothing but white or primer gray, for that matter, and let the people decide what they want to do on it, and order it plain. That would really be cool too. I wish they do that with a lot of planes. Maybe mix it up, make them half and half, make half of them with the scheme, half of them without a scheme, and give us the option. What do you guys think? Would you guys, rather have them all painted the same, or would you rather have some blank canvases to work on? Yeah, Ryan said the gear knocked me out super good on grass. That's awesome. That's good to know, guys. So good grass flyer. That's another big thing for that jet. Which this one flies great on grass. No complaints here. But again, our field, as a lot of you guys know from watching the videos, our field is like butter. So, I guess you can't, say that for everybody's, but ours is good. Yeah, Jared, I feel you, man. I don't know what's going on, man. I mean, the tanks are cool, but I don't know. Again, that didn't really move me. I mean, I know a lot of guys like them. The trucks and stuff, they're cool. But guys, we need planes. We need jets. We need prop planes. And that's why I say, it's time, Motion. Come on, guys. Love your company. You're a great company. Great customer service. Love you, James. If you're listening, if you're lurking. Come on, guys. Let's do this. Let's get something out. You guys haven't released anything in a minute, so, let's get it done. Gus says, I'm an expert at breaking stuff and let someone else do the repair. Keep them in business. Yeah. Well, and that's my buddy that I did this Viper for, man. He doesn't really like to build and doesn't really like to repair much. Doesn't have a lot of space to do it either is another big thing in his situation. And so I do. And, so I told him I would take it on. So here it is. And yes, Jared, I want a 1600 millimeter or bigger being the operative word. Bigger, bigger, bigger. I'd like to see 17 and up, personally, man. Kenny, wait a damn minute, brother. Now, wait, hold up. You were sitting out in your garage, in your video, sweating. I'm hot. It's hot out here. I'm in North Carolina, buddy. I ain't so far from you. And it is humid to the point you can cut it out here. And, I got to have my fan, man. I mean, it ain't even putting out much, but it's a little bit. I can't stand it. Let's see, Victor, promotion. They don't want to pay the crazy shipping costs. Yeah, Victor, I get it, man. Matter of fact, some places like over in the EU are making people pay some of the shipping prices as well. Kenny said, Alpha said, don't wait on Motion. Nothing new coming out anytime soon. That's a shame, man. I hate it for them. They've missed the whole season. Yes, I am a fanboy, Kenny. Don't you forget it. Your ass was looking a little smoldery out there in your shop when you were doing your Corsair video too, buddy. Chasing your mosquitoes. All right. Beauty is I don't have the mosquitoes in here, but it is hot. Jeff in LA says, I'm the only one that sits in a 90-plus hangar with no fan and high humidity. Hey, man, I could cut it off, but I'm thinking, why? I got it. I'm going to use it. So, but as a matter of fact, I'm going to let you guys probably get out of here. I've been on an hour, and like I said, Dustin is with his wife and his new baby tonight. And thank all of you guys for showing up and being here tonight. We've had a great crowd. And, I just appreciate you guys finding me, and I appreciate the wife and Dustin getting all this done and set up. And unless anybody has any further questions, I think I'm going to let you guys get out of here and go do your thing. I got to go watch Victor's video, man. I got to see that, Victor. I want to see that T45. And yes, Kenny, I do, man. I got to keep the hair and the mane looking right, man. You know, Kenny, you know how that works, man. You got those locks too, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't fool yourself, buddy. But I appreciate all you guys for being here and for all of your support. And I am going to get out of here, and I will see you all. Hopefully next Tuesday night. Thank you for coming. I'm Jeff. Jeff's Customer RC. And hopefully we will have Dustin here next Tuesday night. If everything's good. So if you guys get any good flying in, hope to see it soon. And I'm going to have some good stuff coming, guys. So hang in there with me and bear with me, and be here soon. Thank you for coming. And peace out, bud. Take care.
See you.